To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Kansas City Royals.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Heresjohnnybones will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
Here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. And you're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Price sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bogarts onto the grass. And that ends the inning. Stepping in, Johnnybones. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. Kane runs. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Young is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with two away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced. Johnnybones will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
All right, come on now, one time. Let her fly.
Price gets his sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Young at the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Yeah, not a lot of offense to go around for these guys so far. It's just their third hit of the ball game, but at least this one's an extra base hit and goes for a double.
Eric Hosmer will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Bones will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Young, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one from the K. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here. David Price. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing.
After some high drama in game one, a capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of this ALCS. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at John.
He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
High pop-up. Ramirez is under it near the mound. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here. Johnny Bones in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat to drop a little bit.
In there, strike one.
And you know, these guys were shut out last time out. And hey, that's going to happen here in the postseason. I mean, it's not like you're facing these journeyman number 4, number 5 starters anymore. Once you get into the postseason, it's the best of the best. You're seeing number 1.
Johnny Bones will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB.
Let's go now. What's that?
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Holt has a beat on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Heresjohnnybones will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Eric Hosmer comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. 1 strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Ripped on the ground to first. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcement. Into the box now, Johnnybones. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter.
The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third. Johnnybones is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, one pitch right here. I'm out.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. Buchholz gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Eric Hosmer did his job in his first at-bat, laying down a successful sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, and he's already shown that he can get the job done once, so I have to expect that he's going to try and lay down another one right here.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here. Salvador Perez will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but
He's out.
it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
On to first, and they turn the... Stepping in, Alex Gordon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Betts is there, and he puts this one away for the third out, so a great job. Royals leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Let's go now. One time.
Johnnybones Heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And there's a fastball from Buchholz as he gets ahead 0-1. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer here in the series as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
And that's in there for strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and it's given the Royals a 3-1 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Designated hitter, Heresjohnnybones.
Here you go. Let it fly right here. Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
First pitch on its way. Yeah. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason.
In front of a standing room only crowd, this joint is a buzz with activity. It's game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And you can see the results right there. It's been about what we'd expected up to this point. Very tightly played, very tightly contested series so far. It sits at 2-game.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third.
Johnny Bones will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Hey, let it fly up there.
Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Holt going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Oh, this guy's coming up there with an aggressive approach. He goes right after the first pitch, and I mean, he airs it out. And he'll wind up at second as they're forced to get this ball back in off the wall.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here, he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home is not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
He's set. Here it comes. And a high strike there. 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home.
Take the turn. Look,
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Throws there, and he is meat at home plate. Stepping in, Eric Hosmer. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Holt looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Eric Hosmer. His first homer here in the series as this lead swells to 7-0.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Johnny Bones stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that's in there for strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
High and deep to right center. Holt looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His third home run of this series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Settling in now, Johnny Bones. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Come on, right
First
here,
pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right. And that's taken in straight away right. Will he try from second?
Look,
and he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Johnny Bones gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth.
One time, here we go.
Here comes the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Hey, one time, right now, kid. Here we go. Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Eric Hosmer steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. The 0-1 delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Holt will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one. And he is in there.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play. Alex Gordon stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Come on now. One time. Let it fly,
Two quick
buddy.
strikes, and now the 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Pedroia. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So standing in, Johnnybones, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Hit hard up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on hold.
Pull up, right
The
here.
runner from second crosses the plate.
And the beat goes on. Another great at-bat, and what else is new? They've now thrown 15 runs up on the scoreboard. Now that is a good day's work.
And he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason.